Hi, my name is Debbie Kruger. I'm the Director of Internal Communications. I'm here at Elevate 26, our annual sales kickoff with Yael, our GM of Data Intelligence. Welcome, Yael.
Hi, great to be here.
Thank you so much for taking the time. So before we dive into questions, would you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I was the CEO in Octopai. I'm coming from a technical background, learned computer science, and spent most of my career in engineering and product roles, both in small startup that grew over time, as well as in large organizations like IBM. Dealt mainly with data and cybersecurity products, and get to sell them and to grow them to large organizations around the globe. And over time, I went also to business type of roles and GM, and here we are.
That's great. And I know, we've been hearing so much about Octopai since the acquisition and of course here at Sales Kickoff. So Yael, can you tell me a little bit about Octopai?
What we actually do is that we map the data inside the organization. So you can think about it like a Google map application where you can just get in, find any type of asset in the organization, and then start traveling around this map and understand where data is coming from and who else using it. So we are this map, and our customers are using it to ask all kind of questions from where my data is coming from. Who uses my data, how data being calculated between different systems. And what's unique about Octopai is that we are integrating with almost all the data systems in large organizations, so mainly enterprises. We are harvesting the metadata to our solution. So we are able to show how data behave between different systems. So unlike in the past where if someone wanted to ask a question about data region, how it was developed across the organization, they need to go a step by step, a system by system. So we are bringing everything to one place, all the metadata to one place in a way that you can actually, understand what happened from the source system until the last application or a report where data is being used.
So what challenge was Octopai trying to solve in the market?
Yeah, so there are a few. First, really to be able to take an asset, no matter where you work at the moment, whether it's in data storage or processing or data application, just ask, what's the origin, where it came from. As well as I want to change now something in my system and I want to understand who will be impacted. So the basic is to really understand the data journey across the organization, and that's the basic of what we do. On top of it, we are actually allowing the data builders and the one that, the technical side of the house, communicate well with the data consumers and those who build application on top of data. So we are the single source of truth for the organization where they can actually communicate and educate themselves, both sides. So if I'm a data user and I want to understand, what changes in my data, where it's coming from. I have a quality problem and I want to know to whom to speak to, so I can easily locate and be independent in, finding the answer for this question. And if I'm a technical person that now build solutions and, deploy a data solution, I can easily understand who uses my data and inform them, for example, if I'm doing a change. So we are bringing all the data users across the organization into one place where they can communicate with each other and build better solutions. We are also saving a lot of time for the organization. So if I worked on a migration project in the past, I needed to go a script by script and an asset by asset to understand what I need to migrate. And with Octopai, we are giving it as is to everyone. So in one click, I can understand, okay, if someone is using this table or file, do I need it? Can I clean it up? So we are helping saving time and being much more efficient and keep data in high quality.
Wow. Well, single source of truth, data in high quality. Make it sound so simple, but, we know it's not. Why Octopai? Why were you able to tackle this challenge where other companies weren't able to?
Okay, so data lineage considered to be a very complex problem to solve, and many organizations try to build that either internally, customers or vendors. And although it sounds trivial, and actually, every organization needs to have its data map handy for everyone to use, it's a very complex because you need to know exactly what happened to data in various systems, and the architecture are just getting, more and more complex. So what we did in Octopai is over the past decade, so it's been a while, it's not a new solution, we've been mastering first the language, how to take metadata from various different systems and bring it to be part of the same language in the same app. So we needed to build a standardized language that will host all the metadata at once and will fit different type of solutions. And also really to get intimate with the different vendors and know exactly how to extract metadata. So yes, eventually the system is very easy to use. You just open it and start traveling the same as we do with, navigation application. But behind the scene, we need to know very well how to analyze this metadata and to make that something that work all the time and keep metadata also up to date. Because it's one thing to build, but then you need to maintain it and keep it up to date. And we really push to have everything automated. So we don't need to build one for our customers. Everything we build is being, used by all our customers. And that was the secret sauce, to do it in a way that will be automated and yet simple to use.
So now that Octopai is part of Cloudera, what's next? What's on the roadmap for success?
We believe that every company needs to have a proper knowledge graph, which is what we build behind the scene, and a lineage and a way to actually communicate on data, understand again where it is, have all the documentation and the knowledge about data in one place. So with Cloudera first, the goal is to give this ability to all Cloudera customers and beyond. And what we do is that we are helping, and we are now building all the integration into the Cloudera stack. So customers will be able to see everything that happens, like all the data flows within Cloudera, as well as where data is coming from to Cloudera and how it's being extracted to other solution as well, and how it behaves there. We are also starting to build now integration to the AI modules inside Cloudera and also outside, so you'll be able to easily understand how data got into your AI or RAG models and know how to make sure it's in compliance, and high quality, and so on. So that's really interesting for many of the customers that are now dealing with AI, and again, keeping it in high quality and keeping the sensitive data where it should be. That's a challenge.
That all sounds so important, and I'm sure all of our customers are, eager to build that map and eager to kind of leverage this new tool. So thank you so much for sitting down with us today, telling us a bit about Octopai, the role it's playing in the market, and the exciting pathway ahead. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.